The Bell AH-1 Cobra was the first helicopter specifically engineered as an attack platform, created to answer the U.S. Army's urgent demand for a dedicated gunship during the Vietnam War. Prior to the Cobra, the Army relied on makeshift gunships, primarily modified UH-1 Hueys, nicknamed Huey Hogs, which were effective but lacked the speed, protection, and precision required for modern air cavalry missions. In 1965, Bell Helicopter proposed a solution based on proven UH-1 components but with a completely redesigned fuselage optimized for attack operations. The resulting AH-1 featured a slim, tandem-seat cockpit configuration, with the gunner in the front and the pilot in the rear, providing a reduced target profile and improved aerodynamics. Powered by a Lycoming T53L13 turboshaft engine producing 1,100 shaft horsepower, the AH-1 Cobra could reach speeds up to 171 miles per hour, 275 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest helicopters in the U.S. arsenal at the time. The AH-1 entered service in 1967 and was heavily used in Vietnam from that year onward. It was primarily assigned to the Airmobile divisions and air cavalry troops, where it flew critical missions including close air support, convoy escort, aerial reconnaissance, suppression of enemy air defenses, and fire support for medevac operations. The aircraft could loiter over the battlefield longer than fast jets and deliver highly accurate firepower in terrain that was often inaccessible or too dangerous for ground troops. Its nose-mounted turret was typically armed with a 7.62 mm M134 minigun and a 40 mm M129 grenade launcher, both of which could be aimed by the gunner using a sighting system. On its stub wings, the Cobra could carry up to 76 2.75-inch folding fin aerial rockets, FARs, in 19-tube launchers, or a combination of rocket pods and minigun pods for different mission profiles. Later versions in the Vietnam War were modified to fire TOW, tube-launched, optically tracked, wire-guided, anti-tank missiles, enhancing their ability to engage North Vietnamese armor. The AH-1 often operated in conjunction with scout helicopters such as the OH-6A Cayuse in what was known as the hunter-killer team. The scout would fly low and fast to provoke enemy fire or locate enemy troops, then mark the target with smoke grenades or flares, allowing the AH-1s to strike from standoff range with rockets and guns. This tactic proved highly effective in dense jungle terrain where visibility and maneuverability were limited. The Cobra's slim profile, speed, and agility made it much harder to hit with small arms or anti-aircraft fire, a critical advantage in Vietnam's low-altitude combat environment. In comparison to its Soviet counterpart, the Mi-24 Hind, which was introduced in the 1970s, the AH-1 was lighter, faster, and more maneuverable, though less armored. The Mi-24 had the unique ability to carry up to 8 troops in addition to a full load of weapons, giving it more versatility in certain roles, but at the cost of speed and agility. The Cobra was also more combat-proven by the time the Hind entered service, having flown thousands of missions in Vietnam under real-world combat conditions. Compared to the later AH-64 Apache, the Cobra had less sophisticated avionics, no onboard radar, and more limited survivability systems, but it was cheaper, easier to maintain, and very effective within its operational scope. For its time, the AH-1 was cutting-edge, and its successful deployment in Vietnam validated the attack helicopter concept and influenced global doctrine. By the end of the Vietnam War, AH-1 Cobras had flown over 1.2 million operational hours, and despite high operational risk, it had a relatively low combat loss rate compared to other helicopters. After the war, the Cobra continued to evolve with versions like the AH-1S, AH-1F, and the twin-engine AH-1W Super Cobra used by the U.S. Marine Corps. These upgraded variants received advanced targeting systems, night vision capabilities, and more powerful engines. The final evolution, the AH-1Z Viper, is still in service today, equipped with 4-blade composite rotors, modern avionics, and the ability to fire Hellfire missiles, Sidewinder air-to-air missiles, and precision-guided rockets. Ultimately, the AH-1 Cobra set the standard for attack helicopters, serving as a critical force multiplier in Vietnam and laying the foundation for a new era of aerial warfare. Its legacy is evident in every modern gunship that followed, and it remains one of the most iconic aircraft of the Vietnam War.